It's that way now that Danny is 27 and his folks are cold and quiet and lying side by side in the ground. On his more maudlin days, Danny also likes to think his dreams are buried down there with them too, but he knows this is unfair. He tried to be a musician. He moved to L.A. and formed a band, and when it didn't all happen the way he wanted, he scampered back home to take over the family business. He quit, and there's no one to blame but himself. By 6, the town of Meek Ridge is awake. People stop by on the way to work, and he speaks to them with none of that easy patter his mum had been famous for. Back when she was alive, she talked the hind legs off a donkey, and she'd always be quick to crinkle up her eyes and laugh. His dad was more measured, more reserved, but people around here still liked him well enough. Danny doesn't know what they think of him, a wannabe rock star who lit out as soon as he finished school and skulked back with his tail between his legs years later, probably just as well. Early morning grows into mid-morning, and mid-morning sprouts wings and becomes a hot, sun-blasted afternoon. Unless there's a customer perusing the shelves, Danny stands at the door, cold bottle of Coke in his hand, watching the cars pass on Main Street and the people walk by. Everyone seeming like they have things to do and places to go. By around 3, business is picked up, same as it always does, and that keeps him busy and away from the sunshine, until finally he raises his head and it's coming up to 7 in the evening and his favourite time of the week. He takes out the list even though he doesn't need it, just to make sure he hasn't missed anything. When he's done, he's filled 2 large grocery bags, the reusable canvas kind, not paper or plastic. He locks up, puts the bags onto the passenger seat of his dented old Ford, and drives out of Meek Ridge with the window down, his busted AC not doing a whole lot to dispel the trapped heat. By the time the road gets narrower, he's already sweating a little, and as he follows the twisting dust trail, he can feel the first trickle of perspiration running between his shoulder blades. Finally, he comes to the locked gate and waits there, the engine idling. He doesn't get out and hit the intercom button. Same time every week, he's here, and she knows it. Hidden somewhere in the trees or the bushes, a camera is focused on his face. He stopped trying to spot it. He just knows it's there. The gate clicks, opens slowly, and he drives through. The previous owner of this farm died when Danny was a teenager, and the buildings fell into disrepair, and the fields, hundreds of acres of them, got overgrown with weeds and such. Now the fields are meadows, lush and vast and green, and the buildings have either been salvaged or rebuilt from scratch. A fence encircles the property, too tall to climb over, too sturdy to break. There are hidden cameras everywhere, and every last thing is rigged with alarms. Stories of the farm's new owner swept through Meek Ridge like a tidal wave when she first moved in, and ever since the waters have been unsettled. There are those say she's an actress who's had a breakdown, or an heiress who rejected her family's lavish lifestyle. Others reckon she's in witness protection, or the widowed wife of a European gangster. The tidal wave has left behind it pools and streams of gossip in which rumours and stories and outright lies ebb and flow, and Danny doubts any of them even remotely touch upon the truth. Not that he knows what the truth is. The farm's new owner is almost as much a mystery to him as to anyone else in the town. Only difference between them is that he gets to meet her once a week. He pulls up to the farmhouse. She's sitting in a rocking chair. An actual rocking chair, in the shade on the porch, something she likes to do most warm evenings with her dog curled up beside her. He takes the grocery bags, one in each arm, and walks up the steps as she puts down the book she's reading and stands. She looks to be 19 or thereabouts, with dark hair and dark eyes. But she's been living here for over 5 years, and she hasn't changed a bit. So he reckons she's somewhere around 24 or so. Pretty. Real pretty. She has a single dimple when she smiles, which isn't quite so much a rare sight anymore. Her legs are long and strong, tanned and cut off jeans.